If you like our content, please subscribe and like to support our channel. If you're interested in becoming a premium member, we want to offer you 30% off. Simply click the 30% button you see on the screen and type YouTube, one word, in the coupon code box. Hello traders, Gary Wagner here. It is just after 10 o'clock in Honolulu, 4 o'clock in New York on Friday. Happy Aloha Friday, as we say on the islands. It is the 29th day of August, 2025, and this is the evening report for gold and silver, our weekend review. What a phenomenal month for gold. December gold futures gained $173 on the month. That's a net gain of 5.18%. In fact, this week alone, gold gained just over $98 or 2.8%. This most recent rise in gold futures occurred as the latest U.S. inflation data raised the expectations of an interest rate cut by the Federal Reserve in September. In fact, according to the CME's FedWatch tool, the probability of a 0.25% rate cut in September is 86.9%, about the same as a day ago. But 1 week ago, the probability was 84.7%, and 1 month ago, the probability of a 0.25% rate cut in September was only 63.3%. Today was no exception to the rule, with gold having phenomenal gains, exceptional performance, gaining $39.20 or 1.13%. That is basis the December contract, which is currently fixed at $3,516.10. Of course, we are still long from earlier this week. On Monday, we recommended entering long positions in December gold at the market. At that point, gold was trading at $3,410. This is an excerpt from Monday's video report. We would have expected what we called our thrust after the E. However, that was a failure. Gold came back down and traded to the bottom of this channel and now has moved off of that. As I talked about, we did go long this morning at approximately $3,410 with a stop just below $3,400. Gold is trading roughly at our entry price, currently at $3,410.70. By Wednesday, gold did move higher up to about $3,450. At that time, we did send out a trade alert to raise our stop. Alert, we entered long December gold positions at $3,410. We initially had our stop below $3,400, and we have moved our stop up today from $3,396 to $3,410. In other words, our entry price. And traders, this week, gold has had solid gains for 4 of the last 5 trading days. With the exception of Monday, gold has risen every day this week. A gain of $32.50 on Tuesday, $8.60 on Wednesday, $25.10 yesterday, and today, $39.20, taking December gold to its current price at $3,516, which brings us up to today. And to do that, we need to look at a 1-hour standard candlestick chart, which is what we have up on the screen. at approximately 8:30 in Honolulu or 2:30 in New York, right around this candle, talking to our trading team. We were talking about whether or not we wanted to pull profits because gold did hit our first target, trading over 3,500, or just raise the stop. Our feeling was that gold could have a lot more room to the upside, as we've talked about all week, with our upper end target at around $3,700, which is not something we're looking for short term, but rather in a couple of months to even a quarter year. We decided to raise our stop to $3,450, which means that we will go into this long 3-day weekend long at $3,410, a protective good till canceled stop at $3,450, with the hope or expectations that gold will move substantially higher. So where do we believe gold could move to if in fact it continues to climb, and what are the various exit targets that we are looking for? At minimum, target number 1 would come in at around $3,525. It's based upon this opening price, this closing price, this opening price. These all occurred in a cluster back at the beginning of May as well as the middle of June. The second target that could be achieved is approximately $3,580. It is based upon this exaggerated high that was the all-time record high. That occurred back on the 22nd day of April, and as high as what we are labeling as our target 3, which is approximately a 0.71% extension of the price differential between the widest point of the compression triangle, and that comes in at approximately $3,620. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you, as always, good trading. Have a great 3-day weekend, and we will talk to you on Tuesday for our next video update and evening report for gold and silver. Bye-bye.